So I'm in Mexico and I'm at an incredible resort called the Barcelo, but we're in a tropical storm, so there's like monsoon rains and then it clears up. But right now it's kind of drizzling. I am here for 2 weeks and what an incredible privilege. But 1 week we did a national neuro change solutions corporate training with Dr. Joe, and now tomorrow we start a 7-day retreat, meditation, it's called a week-long retreat with him. So I've got 2 weeks of learning under Dr. Joe, which has just been, you can imagine, amazing. And I'm only halfway. But the thing that really dawned on me, and it comes in all these books and all the other week-long retreats that I've been on, and every time I come and I'm reminded of it, it's so powerful that we all have to realize that we all want to change aspects of ourselves. We all want to change our company cultures. We all want to evolve, but often we fail. And through his research and through all the writings and through all that scenario, we come down to the point that the thing that determines our perspective, the thing that determines the reality that we're engaging with, is based on our brain waves. Let's settle in for a bit. Because the brain waves that we carry determine how we see the world. The brain waves that we have determine whether we got a zoned in focus or an open focus. If we're focusing on the material or the immaterial. And if we don't practice the process of moving from a high beta, which is this being in danger, anxious, stressed and worried brainwave, we will continuously look for dangers in the world out there to confirm our stuckness to that brainwave, that addiction to that brainwave. And so when you meditate, you get yourself out of beta into alpha and into theta. And the whole process of Dr. Joe's meditations are always about changing your brain waves from beta to alpha to theta. And when most people say, I can't meditate, my brain is too busy, what they're actually saying is, I'm addicted to high beta brain waves and I can't get myself off them to move into an alpha state and a theta state. Because guess what happens? When you are in an alpha state brainwave, that voice in your head that's critical is not there. Your ability to imagine is easier. You see things in pictures. You're more collaborative. You're more energized to want to think differently. And so if you take this into a company culture scenario, think about the companies that are highly stressed, that are highly anxious. They aren't collaborative. They're not open to engaging with newness. They're in competitive mode. They're watching their backs. There's stabbing going on, like backstabbing going on inside those company cultures. And if you think about, all company cultures are made up of people. And if people are in high beta brain states, they're not taking the time to meditate to come into the alpha brain states, they can never change the company culture. They can never change aspects of themselves. It all comes down to brainwaves. And I've been meditating for 15 years and I didn't know this. I've just started to learn this now with Dr. Joe's work. And I'm now starting to realize that the ability to hold two opposing ideas in your head at the same time, to see the future in more optimistic ways, in a more imaginative way, to be able to see people as teammates and collaborative partners rather than competition and enemies, comes down to your ability to change your brain waves from a high beta to an alpha and eventually a theta to really start to create the blueprint of your reality. I'm not certified yet, and I've still got some work to do to become certified with Dr. Joe. And I can't wait to start bringing the system, the formula, it's an in-depth formula, to try and help, to help organizations and governments and countries change the culture, change their futures based on the individual ability to change themselves, to perceive the world through alpha, through imagination, and through collaboration, rather than beta and danger and competition. So simple. And a responsibility we all have to take. Anyway, I'm about to start my 7-day week-long retreats. I'm more than excited than ever. I always come out as a new person. I'm looking forward to meeting my future self. Ciao. Ciao from Mexico.